Welcome to the next episode of the Michigan Dynasty. Today, your number one Michigan Wolverine, coming off an instant classic near comeback against the near comeback for the Wisconsin Badgers. Michigan held on and survived 21-18. FCS Southeast comes into the big house. The Pandas come in to play the Michigan Wolverines. We paid them to come get their butt whooped. Let's see if they will do it. Let's see if they'll actually do it. Michigan wearing their blue jerseys made pants. We should curb stomp this football team, but we've seen weird stuff happen in the past. Let's see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at halftime. Go Blue!
Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Pandas, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pandas offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Pandas will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, it's Boone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On third down, he drops to throw. A little screen to the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Still running at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 72 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Pandas will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Boone. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Open space at the 25. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quarterback on the keeper.
One play for the quarterback. Loss of 5.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the air one more time. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourself. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Michigan 14, Kansas 3.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Boone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Algier. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
On third down, offenses have their plays, what they like in third short, what they like third medium, third long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. He's got the tight end. He'll work his way down to the 28. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Sends it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
The Pandas will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that pass intercepted.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense would...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Pandas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Boone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Makes the grab. It's Parrish. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Peterson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going for the big play. Incomplete. They took a shot.
End of half number 1. The score, Michigan 28.
In the books. Time now
Pandas 10. Michigan will get the ball to start the second half. The number 1 Wolverines looking to score more points in the second half, obviously. Hugh Beach 9-15, 202, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Along the ground, Najee Tandy 10 for 22 and 2 scores. Samuels Figueroa and Nowaski, we got the 2 receiving touchdowns. Michigan had 1 pick. Orlando Waddy got the interception. And the Wolverines are definitely looking like they are going to probably end up winning this football game by a lot. But we'll have to wait to find out what the score will be at the end of the game. It's time to find out. Second half starts now.
And the Pandas will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offense.
And he breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is number 1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third down? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on third and goal, 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical fourth down situation.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll run it to the right side. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
Third down coming.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll toss it to the left. Really good run there on third down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looking for a block. It's Boone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Line gets set, first down. They believe they can run right here. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
He's got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I'm going to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Chandler. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move! They make The stop of this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's caught. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extending a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to USC. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Bannon. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They finally make the stop with the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying to get the first with the give to the wide receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going up top on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game.
That's the end of this one. Michigan wins 45-10.
To play to that standard and finish with a blowout like
Sure
this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better.
Nashi Tandy, player of the game, 17 for 51 and 3 touchdowns.
This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
Look at that throw to Nowaski.
Great rhythm, and we
There's
saw
the one
that
touchdown
right
for
from
the
the
FCS
get-go in
school,
this game.
the
Offense
Pandas.
was able to matriculate the ball down the field.
Michigan.
The defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in. This was
Beats
just
FCS Southeast 45 to
So
10.
that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This
Hugh
has been
Beach went 10
another
of 17,
presentation of EA Sports
213
College
and 2 touchdowns, while Sherfield 1 for 4 for 18 yards. Tandy 17 for 51 and 3 rushing touchdowns. Frederick Davis 2 for 31 and a touchdown on the ground of his own. Well, through the air, David Figueroa 3 for 96 and a touchdown, and Javier Nowaski touchdown with a receiving touchdown as well. Defensively, Michigan had 3 interceptions. Matthew Boone, Storm Dalton, and Orlando Waddy all had picks, and then Jamie Savage was good from 53, as well as good for 6 extra points. Devon Wingate Wilson, the senior, 17 to 26, 288, and a touchdown and 3 picks. So, Michigan defeats an FCS school by a score 45 to 10. Next week, I believe we play Washington, or it might be our bye week. I don't know, honestly. But Michigan now rises to 4-0 on the season. And Takara. We still lead 4. We still lead for Kanatakara. I want to take a look at something here. The CEOs are 18s. We can still put these in the recruiter. So, Michigan is on their bye week. Well, the top 25 at the bye week. Michigan 1, Miami 2, Cal 3, Mississippi State at number 4, Nebraska at number 5, Pitt 6, Wisconsin stays at 7, Stanford 8, Penn State 9. Wow, Penn State lost? Who did Penn State lose to? They lost at Michigan State. Wow. Who moves to 10th? Oregon stays at 11th. Notre Dame stays at 12. North Carolina at 13. USC, after falling to number 5 Nebraska, falls to 14th. UCF rises to 15th. Georgia to 16. Clemson to 17. LT, Louisiana Tech, then 18. 19th is Georgia Tech. Number 20 is Northwestern. 21, NC State. 22, Oklahoma. 23, Tennessee. 24, LSU. 25, Washington. Dropped from the ranking. It says Washington was dropped from the rankings. That was Washington State at 25. A&M was dropped, as was UCLA. So, there you see the top 25 scrolling up, counting down basically. Michigan. Looks. And here's a look at the conference standings. We have buried Wisconsin to 7th in the conference as well. Ouch. Jeez. I don't think we had any players of the week. Oh, Gideon Thrash went against Wisconsin. That's right. Thrash against Wisconsin. Tony Kennedy against Western Michigan was Big Ten in Week 1. James Hardman, Week 2 against Oklahoma, was the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. And Gideon Thrash, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week against Wisconsin. And no Michigan Wolverines in this one. So, the Illinois Fighting Illini had one. They are 9th in the conference. They are not ranked. I don't believe. No, not yet. If they keep winning, they might be ranked by the end of the season. Some big games this week. Number 6 Pitt stays at home to play number 8 Stanford. Number 13 North Carolina travels to number 2 Miami. Number 11 Oregon travels to number 20 Northwestern. And UCLA looks to upset number 10 Michigan State on the road. We'll see what happens. But will Michigan? Oh, first 5-star Nick Crum commits to the University of Michigan. Who's gonna lock this up? Not Takara. We play number 22, Washington. They're back in the top 25. I mean, somebody lost. Abdesmad goes to Georgia. Crum commits to the University of Michigan. Leonard Way. He committed to BSC, went to Oregon. So the Michigan Wolverines fill out some more recruiting stuff here. But next episode we will play the Washington Huskies. Top 25. Into week number 6. East State number 1, Miami 2, Cal 3, Mississippi State 4, Nebraska 5. Stanford moved up to 6 after upsetting Pittsburgh. Wisconsin stays at number 7 after beating Indiana. Throttling Indiana, I might say. Penn State moves back up into the top 8 at number 8 with a 31-17 win over Iowa. Oregon up to 9 after beating Northwestern by a ton. Notre Dame up to 10. Pitt falls to 11 after losing to Stanford. UCF beat Cincinnati. They rise to 12th. Georgia up to 13th after a 21-10 win over Texas. Louisiana Tech beat Western Kentucky 35-28. They rise to 14th. NC State's up to 15th. Michigan State did lose to UCLA. It's a good thing to see. They lost 31-27 to UCLA, who's in the top 25. Miami beat North Carolina. So Michigan State fell to 16th. North Carolina fell to 17th. Oklahoma rose to 18th after not having a football game. Tennessee rose to 19th after their win over Florida. LSU rose to 20th. Washington State rose to 21st. Washington comes in at 22. 23 is A&M. 24 is Oregon State. And number 25, the team that just upset a top 10 Michigan State team, UCLA. Michigan Wolverines will play Washington at home next weekend. Their next episode, the episode following that, will play an unranked USC team on the road at the LA Coliseum. We come back home to play Purdue before going on a 4-game road stretch. Starting with Maryland, then going to Northwestern, Michigan State, then Nebraska, then coming home to play against Ohio State. Seems to be having a hot start. 4-0 for the Buckeyes. They have beaten Nevada, Charlotte, UCLA, and USF. They're going to have a tough one against the Badgers of Wisconsin this week over in Madison, Wisconsin. Come on, Wisconsin. They have a tough schedule this year. It includes playing us. They're the number one team in the nation right now. But, you know, that number one team in the nation was also beaten, at the time, 2 top 10 football teams. Oklahoma and Wisconsin, and then destroys the 2 Power 5 schools that we have played in Western Michigan and the FCS school. But Michigan will play Washington next episode. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you did enjoy. We'll see you in the next one when we play Washington. Hope you did enjoy the video, and go Blue!